we kind of touched on this previously, but I want to know, what does this is really a hallmark in a lot of reality TV and a lot of unscripted TV, because so many shows don't live to see a season 10.
Right,
So
right.
as a creator, as an executive producer, and as someone who's been on the cast, what does a moment like this mean for you?
You know what? It's amazing. Like you said, there's not many unscripted shows that last this long. I mean, we nowadays we seeing them come in one season and never come back again. So this is everything. You know what I mean? This means so much. And the partnership that I have with VH1 and them continuing to be supportive and believe that we can pull it off another season, every season is amazing. I feel honored and just really appreciate the journey of it all, because here it is. It was just an idea I had one day, and I pushed it and sold it, and here we are 10 years later, and we've evolved. You guys have really watched us grow, watched us go through so many life changes and challenges and achievements and all types of stuff we've shared with the world for the last 10 years, which is crazy. And actually it's been 12 years, but 10 seasons. So all of that is so much that has happened. You guys have watched our kids grow up and everything. So it's a great feeling to sit here with all of you guys and say, season 10, like not many people can say that.
Mm-hmm. And the show, I feel like audiences have laughed, they've cried, they've gotten mad.
Yes.
There's been so many different things that have happened, from, socio-political conversations with OG last season. And, there's been, like I said, reasons to celebrate, reasons to cry, reasons to laugh. What do you overall want the legacy of this show to be? When it's time for the final curtain call, what do you want audiences to walk away when they think with basketball wise? What do you want the legacy to be?
I hope that the legacy, which people don't usually take into consideration, is the overall picture of this show has continued to provide women, especially women of color, an opportunity to evolve outside of just doing reality TV. They've, established businesses, become, met their spouse, or all types of things on and off the camera. So to me, I feel the best about what it's done for people on and off camera, just what basketball, the franchise itself, it's provided paychecks consistently. It's provided a platform for women to evolve, like I said, in their own personal business world and personal world. It evolved relationships and friendships and family. So that's the legendary piece that I walk away with, that I feel really good about, because no matter, what folks say in the comments of who they don't like and how mad they get, you don't know what this show has done bigger picture. You can get mad at that hour once a week. That's fine, and have your opinion. But the overall picture is that it has provided more than just food on the table for more than,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You've had so many iconic moments. I think that as someone who used to live on Twitter practically, not so much anymore, but I think that everyone's favorite GIF is, thank you for your services. I've even seen people pull that out on Memorial Day. People would be like, happy Memorial Day, and it's a GIF of you saying, thank you for your services. I have to know, what keeps you coming back? And also, what has been your favorite Shaunie O'Neal moment from the show? So it's a two-part.
Geez, I don't know if I don't know what my favorite moment is, but I think one of my least favorites is thank you for your services, only because how it played out is not quite how it was in person. And it is known as me firing this woman on national television. And that really wasn't where I was coming from in that moment. And it's hard to explain if you weren't there. The ladies that were there know what it was. But it's like, I feel bad because Brandy is such a sweetheart. She's just a sweet woman. And every year, like you said, it comes back right? And she has to look at that. And I mean, we can laugh about it now, but I'll be like, girl, I'm so sorry. Let me give you a hug every year. That you got to relive that thing every single year. And that's not what it was. But it made for great television, you know, and who would have known at that moment that we'd be watching this many years later. But it's my favorite and my least favorite. Maybe that's what, because it's fun, but I feel bad at the same time.
We laugh about it now, and I'm sure we'll see it again in Memorial Day.
Girl, exactly.
So I have to, part two of that question was, what keeps you coming back? And is there ever a time now that you've since, I guess in some regards, moved on? You know, you're in Houston, you're engaged, you've opened up a new chapter. How long is Shaunie O'Neal going to be sticking around for the franchise?
You know, because I'll always be off camera. On camera, that is all you guys will see me this season, which is all. So I'm not
really, like the premiere?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I won't be around much this season. I took a moment to just get life together. I am in Houston. My relationship, my kids, everything. It felt good actually being off camera. That's never been my love, you know, like I've never been passionate about being on camera. It's always more of a circumstance, like, oh wait, last season the storyline leads into this season and we got to keep going, that type of thing. And most people are like, we don't need you on the camera. Girl, trust me. I don't need it, but you know, it is my business and it is what I'm producing and what I do. And if it makes sense on paper and for a network that I'm partnership with, then that's what we gonna do. You know what I mean? And let's be honest, this is a money business and I make smart choices. So you know, the fact that I guess people have an opinion is what keeps us on air. So I ain't mad. Good, bad, or ugly. As long as you watch.
Yeah, listen, I was about to say, it could be argued that we did need you because your name was the drawing point. Your name was the reason why a lot of people sat down to say, let me see what this show's all about.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. That's what you see. That's what they say.
It's true, though. It really is true. So I know I got to wrap things up, but I have to know this show has seen so many different iterations. You know, we had Miami. I remember, you know, with Evelyn and Tammy and Susie and Royce, and that was chaotic. And then of course, LA with Drea and Jackie and Malaysia, et cetera, et cetera. This show has seen so many different cast shakeups. We've seen women come, we've seen women go. Season 10 has a lot of old faces and people will be mixing and mingling. We got Brooke in the mix, British, Duffy's back. I have to know, and you know, you can be honest, what has been your favorite season? Because like I said, we had Angel Love and Angel Brinks for season 5. You know, it was a lot of different iterations and cast shakeups. So what has been your hallmark out of these past 10 seasons?
I would say it would have to be a season out of Miami. We had so much fun back then. And it would be a season with both Tammy and Evelyn. Like the days that Tammy and Evelyn could argue and still be cool in the same season were the best seasons ever. Like, because they are both two of the funniest people that I know. Like,
yes, they are.
Hilariously funny. So imagine even off camera, the fun that we had. And we were just carefree. We were in Miami shooting. You know, Tammy was coming from New York. I was coming from LA. We would be there for just weeks at a time shooting. So it was no kids, no nothing. We were like, what are we doing after this? You know, it was constant stuff. And they would get into deep, serious arguments and then cut each other up. And then the next day we'd be fine, you know, and they'd be like, we laugh. Those were the best. So I'd have to say those Miami days were probably the most fun, my favorite time of Basketball Wives. Now, moving on to LA, we're getting older, we're getting more mature. We try to be a little more grown up, but, and Jackie Christie is always fun TV, but my favorite was Miami.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
thank you so much for joining me today, Shaunie. And again, congratulations on all of your endeavors that you got working out. And of course,
Thanks.
season 10 of Basketball Wives, which is airing on VH1 on Monday nights. And thanks for
Yes.
joining That Grape Juice today.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Have a good day.
All right, you too.